Hi, everybody. This is Gary Dean with Sentiment Timing, and this is our technical video report for Thursday, September 18th, 2025. I had explained in the different scenarios where if the Fed just cuts a quarter rate and says that, most likely we'll see some cuts coming before year's end. We're going to see the market pop a little bit, but I still believe it's going to be short lived. And right now, if my say evil plan is takes place, is right now they're convincing everybody that that's all the market needed to be able to shoot up to the atmosphere, and it gets everybody extremely bullish right here. And you can see, it just as far as the wave structure, the divergences, and really the sentiment at extreme levels. This is usually when they remove the bid, and what happens is we get a very, very sharp drop, and then from there, everybody starts to panic and think that the new bear market's starting, and they end up selling at the lows. Is that going to happen? I do believe it is. Right now, we just nothing goes straight up. I don't care if you go to the internet bubble or go to whatever. Nothing goes straight up without getting some type of retracement. And just a 38% retracement from the lows to the highs brings us down to the 62.22, which is almost, it's a little bit over a 400-point drop, which we have not seen in a very, very long time. Now, if it just does a 38% retracement, tests the 200-day moving average, we're looking at 6,027 down to the 59.55. Again, that's going to make people think it's a crash taking place, and all we're doing is a simple retracement. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for the start of a new bear market, and we may actually head up to 6,700, 6,750 before this tops. As I put in the report, I'm cautiously, in this party playing, the games that they're playing, but I have my foot at one foot at the exit door because I'm going to be the first one out because I pretty much know the way this is, but there's no sense fighting the tape right now. And we've been taking positions in IWM, which came pretty close to my target that I've been talking about since the low 200s, and that's been the 247. And also taking advantage of some of the high beta options. So things have been going good, even though I'm very cautious about this market. We're still participating in it, but I'm on the side that I really want to know exactly where the exit is because as everybody's rushing to get more punch, and all of a sudden there's smoke in the theater. No one's going to know where the exit is, and that's pretty much what happens. So that's the bigger picture. Shorter term here, if we get a pullback again, 23% retracement, 62.60. If we get a 38% retracement, we're coming down to the 59.87. So this would be my buy area. Now, if it takes it out, that's where we start looking at a move coming somewhere down into the 57.66, 5600 level. We'll let that. We have plenty of time for that to play out if it does. But this would really be my first buy zone. I think getting extremely long up here is a very, very dangerous game, and it's one that I don't want to play. I'm going to be in and out. I'll be trading the weekly options with it, and basically starting the day with cash. I think that's the safest way to trade this. You can see we still have bearish divergences on the 60-minute chart here. We already have them on the hourly chart. If we take a look at the 15-minute chart, now this is one of the reasons why I believe that we really could see a move up to the 6,700 level is because we don't have any bearish divergences on this move. We had a spike up, we consolidated. So that's it's kind of suggesting that if we get through the 6,650 level, we're going to make it up to the 6,700. And you can see here, this is actually gives you a good idea. So this is the open interest as well. I'll show you on the other charts as far as the gamma strikes that where there's call walls and stuff like that. So here's the 6650 above that 6700. If we look at our trading view chart, we have 6650, 6700. So this is the call wall here, meaning that dealers will unwind positions up here, and it's going to be used as natural resistance. So those are the areas that I'm going to be watching if we come up, and if we get to the 6,700 and they can get above it, I'll even leave the door open that they get it to 6,750. But as I said, right now I am not really joining in where I'm looking to add any huge positions. I'm just trading on a weekly basis and taking profits when they're there. stepping aside. And when the market breaks, I don't think anybody's going to believe it, and they're going to be buying each dip. And as this market continues lower and breaks support, people start to panic. And really, when we get below this 65.91 level, that's the 62% retracement, and that's where we could do a full retracement of this move right here. And if it breaks that, that's where we start looking at a move coming somewhere down into the 65, 6400 level. So on the upside, you want to keep an eye on the 6650, 6700, 6750. Downside, if they take out the 6600 level, this is going to be the first warning sign. And if we break down from there and come up and it's used as resistance, then we start looking at some of the lower levels as far as for support. And that's really going to be, down somewhere at the, down at this 65.50 level. And then, even down closer to the 6,500. But right now, the bulls are in control. We're consolidating. I wouldn't be surprised to see a couple more days on the upside just to convince everybody that the waters are good to come in. But I'm taking this with very, very cautiously. I will trade these stocks that I think are going to make big moves. And if they, they, like I said, I've been cautious on this market. I've been bullish on IWM. That's outperformed everything. Now I'm moving even from IWM into individual stocks that are making the moves. But in the end, I'm still very, very cautious and believe that we will have a deeper pullback than we've seen so far. So let's see what plays out tomorrow. Have a fantastic night, and I'll talk to you guys in the morning.